I seriously have a book hoarding problem though. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Stephen King book haul. I've picked up a few more Stephen King books since my last haul, so I thought I would show you guys the new ones I got. So let's just get right into it. The very first book I'm going to show you guys is a book that I've been searching for a long time. I like to buy my books used. I hate paying full price for a book, but this one I just could not find. No matter where I looked, I could not seem to find it, so I just bought it at Kohl's, which is like Chapters or like one of those types of bookstores. They had a 30% off sale for Boxing Day week. I ended up paying around $9.50 for this book after the 30% off, and it is The Gunslinger, which is the first book in the Dark Tower series. I have a few other books in the series, so now I can actually start reading it, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'll just read you guys the blurb on the back so you know what it's about if you don't already. In a desolate reality, one that mirrors our own, in frightening ways, a lone and haunting figure known only as Roland makes his way across the endless sands in pursuit of a sinister, dark-robed mystery of a man. Roland is the last of his kind, a gunslinger, charged with protecting whatever goodness and light remains in his world, a world that moved on, as they say. And the only way he can possibly hope to save everything is to first outwit and confront this man in black, then make him divulge his many arcane secrets. For despite the countless miles he's already traversed, Roland knows these will merely be his initial steps on his spellbinding and soul-shattering quest to locate the mystical nexus of all worlds, all universes, the Dark Tower. So yeah, really looking forward to reading this. So that's the only book in my haul that I purchased at Kohl's. Everything else I'm going to show you I got at Value Village. They had a sale on where they had 40% off all of their books. And they also have a special where if you buy 4 books, you get the 5th one free. So I have 5 other books to show you guys, and I actually paid less for these 5 books than I did for that one book, so that's kind of silly. That's why I like buying used books, because they're so much cheaper, but what are you gonna do? So I actually found book 3 of the Dark Tower series. So this is The Wastelands. It looks like this, and this one's quite a bit thicker than the first one. So I'll just show you to compare. I also have the second Dark Tower book that I showed in my last haul, and I think I have the 5th one, so I'm still looking for the 4th one and then the other ones, so I'm kind of still on the hunt for those. The next book I found is a classic. It's Misery. I've never actually read this book, even though I've seen the movie, obviously. I'm sure everyone knows what this one is about, but just in case, I'll read the back. So it just says, Paul Sheldon. He's a best-selling novelist who has finally met his biggest fan. Her name is Annie Wilkes, and she is more than a rabid reader. She is Paul's nurse, tending his shattered body after an automobile accident, but she is also his captor, keeping him prisoner in her isolated house. Now Annie wants Paul to write his greatest work just for her. She has a lot of ways to spur him on. One is a needle, another is an axe. And if they don't work, she can get really nasty. The next book I got is Firestarter, and this copy is actually pretty old. I don't know if you can see this, but it's stamped April 20th, 1998. So it looks like it came from a library originally. So I'll just read the blurb to you guys. So it says, Innocence and beauty ignite with evil and terror, Firestarter. First, a man and a woman are subjects of a top-secret government experiment designed to produce extraordinary psychic powers. Then they are married and have a child, a daughter. Early on, the daughter shows signs of a wild and horrifying force growing within her. Desperately, her parents try to train her to keep that force in check to act normal. Now the government wants its brainchild back for its own insane ends. The next book I got is Rose Matter. So apparently, according to the back, this one is vivid, startling, a compelling page-turner. So Rose Daniels saw the single drop of blood on the bedsheet, and she knew she must escape from her macabre marriage before it was too late. But escape was not as easy as fleeing to a new city, picking a new name, finding a new job, lucking out with a new man. Her husband Norman was a cop with a cop's training, a cop's technology, a cop's bloodhound instincts. And even worse, Norman was, well, Norman. Rose knew she had been married to a savage brute. Now she realized she was being tracked down by a terrifying monster. But the only place she found to hide could be the most dangerous of all. So yeah, that's Rose Matter. And the very last book I got is Desperation. Definitely a creepy cover on that one. So just a little blurb about this one. There's a place along Interstate 50 that some call the loneliest place on earth. It's known as Desperation, Nevada. It's not a very nice place to live. It's an even worse place to die. Let the battle against evil begin. Welcome to Desperation. So I know that this book was written alongside of the book The Regulators. It shows it on the back here, but I think you can kind of read them just as standalone novels, or you can read them together, but I don't think it really matters. And there's also a movie of this novel, which I don't think I've seen, so I will have to read the book first and then watch the movie after. I don't think I've seen it. I can't remember. So those are all of the books in my second Stephen King haul. If you guys want to see like any reviews of these books once I get around to reading them, let me know in the comments below if that's something you guys are interested in, because that is something I could definitely do. So just let me know and I can do that. I hope that everyone had a good New Year's Eve, and I hope that everyone has a good start to 2018. I usually don't do like resolutions or anything like that, but this year I'm going to try to read some more books. I'm like terrible with buying books. I'm like seriously a book hoarder, and then I end up not reading them. I'm just like, I'm gonna buy all the books, and then I kind of forget to read them, or I'm just busy doing other things like watching YouTube videos and movies. So I really need to start reading all the books I have. So I think this year that's gonna be my goal. I wouldn't really call it like a resolution or anything like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.